Yeah, hi everyone. Welcome to our final biblical theme, which is the presence and absence of God. And we'll see these themes played out in both the Hebrew Bible and the Christian Bible. So we'll look at the presence of God first, and then we'll get to the absence of God next. So, the presence and absence of God. So, what do we mean by presence? Well, here we're talking about God's guidance and or protection of God's people. So here God is there for God's people. Okay, for example, the Israelites sense that God is guiding them toward the promised land. God is protecting them from their enemies. God is there for God's people. Okay, and we'll see this played out in both the Hebrew Bible and the Christian Bible. Okay, and speaking of the Hebrew Bible, where do we see God as being present? Well, obviously the Garden of Eden for one, the Exodus, which is, the identity formation story of the Israelites. This is where God really, pulled through and showed everybody who the boss was, and the Israelites define basically everything around that event, the Exodus event. That's like what the resurrection is for the Christians. The revelation of God in Mount Sinai is that type of event. Okay, and also the United Kingdom, when King David united the tribes, and Israel became somewhat of a superpower in the region. God was there. God was present. Okay, so that's the presence of God seen through some of the stories in the Hebrew Bible. The Christian Bible also has the presence of God. And we see this, for example, in Jesus' baptism and ministry. Okay, Jesus is healing people. Jesus is casting out demons. One reading is that Jesus is restoring creation to its original goodness. John's gospel can be read that way, especially in the prologue. Okay, and onward. We see God present at Pentecost, where the Holy Spirit comes upon the disciples and a bunch of others, and empowers them to go out and preach the gospel, and so on. We also see God present in St. Paul's conversion on the road to Damascus as he was going to persecute the Christian community. You can read about St. Paul and the Damascus Road in the book of Acts. Okay, so again, God is present. Okay, so the presence and absence of God. And in our next lesson, we'll get to the absence of God in the Hebrew Bible and the Christian Bible. Stay tuned.